It is so nice to see all of you out here today. You all look amazing. Amazing. I am so proud of you all for coming out here and standing your ground. Because this is what it's all about. Are we going to let them take over without a fight?
No!
Nuremberg, everyone. Germany, Nuremberg. They let that happen. They let that happen. What happened? The journalists, the doctors, the soldiers, every single person who held an ounce of power in that time took over and oppressed the Jewish people. That's what's happening to us. We are being oppressed.
And
we
killed
are
them.
not going to stand down. Do you understand, everyone?
Yeah!
Because I am warning you, if we stand down, you have seen it in history. You have seen what happens when we do not fight, when we do not speak up when something is wrong. Vaccinated or unvaccinated, I do not care. Stand up. There is a bigger person we have to fight for, and that is the youth. They are the most corrupted amongst everyone here. Don't you understand? We are their voice. They do not have a voice. They are silent. We will not be silenced. They will not be silenced. We will stand for them. Yes, they are our future. If you want this planet to continue going on, if you want there to be real peace, stand up for the kids. Do not let that needle come in there. Parents, empower your kids with knowledge. I always say this. I would not have had the confidence that I have had my whole life without my parents telling me that I am confident, I am strong, I am smart. If they had not backed me up the way they did, I would not be standing here 18 years of age, speaking and screaming out to this whole crowd. You parents have to empower your kids because they are our next warriors. They are the soldiers. They are the future. Rise up, everyone. Rise up and stand up for them. Let them take a video on this one. You are all lions. Wake up your pods. It's time to go. Hands up our kids.
Hands off our kids!
Alright, thank you. And look, I just want to acknowledge there are a lot of people that were giving voice to this a long time ago, and one of them is with us today. I'm not going to ask him to come up. Joel Jammal from Turning Point.
On there, Joel!
He's done a lot for this. Monica Smith from Reignite Democracy in Melbourne. Now, where he is. He's on for certain conditions. Now, he just told me that Dom Perrottet is in Granville or Guildford, in a neighbouring suburb. I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe he should come here and speak to the people. Hey, Joel, are you allowed to say anything? You want to say something? He can say something. Let's hear it for Joel.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Wow. Wow. I'm seeing every culture, every ethnicity. It's Australia. That's what I see.
Yeah!
It's funny. I wasn't planning on saying anything. As Matt was saying, Dom is in the neighbouring suburb. Now, as you guys know, a lot of us are skeptical of politicians. Some of you, the wise ones, you knew not to trust Dom from the start.
Yeah!
Now, Dom Perrottet moved the date. He broke a number of promises. What
Liar!
do you guys think of that?
He's a lawyer!
Dom Perrottet, can you hear us?
You're a lawyer!
Dominic, you really messed up. You really did. Because the problem is, you've got a bit of a problem on your hands. You don't have 3 years to gain people's trust or to lose their trust. You just lost it. And you're not getting it back. mean this. If I was your advisor, I don't know what to tell you. I actually have no idea. Like, you really messed up in going back on all these promises. The first promise he broke was he said teachers must be double jabbed before they get in front of their classes. No. We said no mandates. None. You must return normalcy back to the people. The pressure in democracy must be relieved. Yet you have decided to take these good people's votes for granted. I bet you any money that the majority of the voters here were Liberal Party voters, but now they're going to be voting for the United Australia Party, the Liberal Democrat Party, One Nation, Australia One, the Gap Party, the Coalition Party, all of them. And you know what? You should be scared. You should be very, very scared, because they are doing something I've never seen them do before. They're actually working together. I've never seen it. I know I'm young, I know I'm only 24, but I've never actually seen this before in history. They're working together, not since the time of Menzies, when he coddled together 21 minor parties into the Liberal Party. This is unprecedented. What you're seeing is unprecedented. All these good people you see around you, connect with them, bond with them, say hello, introduce yourself. That is what's going to get us out of this. This crisis has demonstrated that we've lost something. And that's something that Mac has reminded us all of. It's that we need community. It means we need family. We must protect our children. What kind of generation leaves the next generation with a democracy where they don't have the right to freedom of speech? If you don't have the freedom of speech, you can't fight for anything. I mean, they've lost the plot. They've absolutely lost the plot. So this is a message to Dominic Perrottet. The last time I gave a speech on the 24th of July, I left a warning for Gladys, and she didn't follow. Now, I'm not saying that I got rid of Gladys. You know, she had some problems with ICAP. But Dominic Perrottet, if I was to sum up the concerns of the people here, because I talk with hundreds of them every week in my messages and in person, it would be this: no vaccine passports. No mandatory jab. We want an answer on alternative treatments like ivermectin. Where are the monoclonal antibodies? Where are they? Why aren't we doing that? Just this week, we saw Tim Pool get infected with COVID. I believe it's a thing, and the guy struggled with it just like Joe Rogan. He beat it with ivermectin, I can say it, and monoclonal antibodies. Why is there no discussion about that? Why is it that these politicians that get funds from these massive multinational companies,
because they're corrupt!
the pharmaceutical companies are meddling in our democracy? Since when do we reject an Australian vaccine that's safe and effective? Since when? Why are we prioritising these other jabs? What happened to the freedom of discussion? This is not about health. This is about control. They are coming after all of your rights, and they're coming after your children. If they can control your children, they control the future. They're communists. I'm going to end it there, guys. I think that what I see today is very, very encouraging. Dominic Perrottet's electorate is in Epping. It's just next door. Now, this is a tangible way you can actually help. I don't just get up and, there have been some great speeches today. I'm a guy that gives you something you can actually do, and these guys have been awesome in facilitating that. There are elections coming up.
Vote them out!
Here are some dates. 4th of December, local elections. That includes here, all of them. if you want to send a message to the Liberal government and say, hey, you guys messed up, that's your opportunity. Vote independent. Vote independent. Vote these bastards out.
Vote them all out!
Next one. We've got some by-elections coming up. Now they'll probably be in February. We might get a new premier in the next 3 months. That's what could happen. Now, that might be in February. Those are the next elections you can vote in if you're in those areas. Then we've got a federal election, possibly in March, possibly in May next year. Every single person here must join a political party. Every one of you. I don't care which one. Go join a political party.
Not Liberal or Labor!
I want to see a situation where in Australia we have at least one person in every family that's a member of a political party. If you're wondering how things got so bad, that's how they got so bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for coming out here. I'm humbled. Thank you so much to this guy for making it happen.
I'm just going to finish off. Before I hand you over to the next speaker, who I'm sure you all heard speak, and if you haven't, my God, you got to listen to this man. Uncle Bruce. But before I hand you over to Uncle Bruce, and before we march, because I'll tell you what, it's going to look really good from up above, because they're going to run out of petrol or fuel eventually. So we're going to march. But before I hand you over, as I always finish, every halftime speech, pick up your shields!
Pick up your swords! Don't give them another inch!